Hey Royal people, you are now tuned in for a Royal ID exclusive interview. I'm your girl Yori, and I'm sitting here with the funny man himself, graduated from the Real HU.
That's it.
The Real HU. It's been featured on NBC's Last Comic Standing, TV1, has done some amazing things. Kasuan, Wilson.
What's going on,
Thank
everybody?
you so much for joining me.
It's a pleasure.
I'm so excited. So I've had plenty of conversations with you, but it's an honor for you to sit down in the Royal ID chair.
I think this is the first one that's going to come out.
Oh, okay. We'll explain that one later.
All of my interviews have been unsung.
Not my fault, but it's all good. They will be released.
Listen.
But no, the funny thing is, even though you're in the Royal ID chair, I still had to follow you. I'm always following you during your shows, like right before a show. Yeah. So tell us a little bit about the show that we're getting ready to see. Even though this will be aired a little bit later, tell us about what this show is.
All right. So you know what really sucked is if the show sucked. And I was describing how great it's gonna be, and then there was like footage of like it just being terrible. All right, cool. So tonight is a night out with K, Volume 3.
Yeah.
It's just a really dope show. All right, so I just wanted to do a show where it just wasn't like super safe, but it also wasn't like ratchet. It's just for people who like to enjoy themselves.
Yeah.
So it's like comedy, spoken word. I host it. We play music. We have games like before the show. I don't know if y'all see behind, but we setting up like spades and people table topics. People can talk and meet. And yeah, we play games in the middle. It's just fun. Like, just want to have a good time. So the night out, okay. Yeah. Volume 1 was in DC. Volume 2 is when I proposed.
Okay.
Yes. Unsung.
Insider. We'll talk about it later.
Unsung.
It's an unsung interview, but it's the Lord is with us.
Yes. So Volume 2 is when I proposed. Volume 3, I will no longer be proposing. I've done that. We're just gonna have a good time. We're just gonna have some fun with it.
Oh my gosh. See, this is what's gonna suck. Like, y'all know I'm super transparent. But I'm gonna try not to laugh my butt off during this interview and stay focused. But you make that really hard for me.
I mean, I try. That's my job. If it was too easy, I wouldn't be in work.
Right. So, like I said, we've talked plenty of times, but talk to us about what it means to be, and I don't want to say what it means to be a Christian man, but also have the responsibility to make people laugh. Like, you have the opportunity to bring people joy and all those good things like a minister does, but you're doing it in a different way.
Yeah.
Talk about that.
See, first, I don't mind the Christian comedian lady.
Oh, okay,
I don't mind,
cool.
but
I was gonna say, I don't know if you was like pray, and I see. Look, I personally don't. I'm not offended that the Pray says that, but continue.
Nah, I don't mind. That's all good.
No, if that happens again.
That's why none of my interviews ever came out. No. So, yeah, I don't mind the Christian comedian label just because I'm a Christian and I'm a comedian.
Right.
So it's like being like, hey, you're a black comedian. It's like, I'm not a black comedian. I'm like, no, I'm black and I'm a comedian. I don't mind it. I mean, I just feel like as an artist, I have a responsibility not to lead anybody astray. So I make sure that the show is conducive. It's a family environment, no explicit stuff, no cursing, nothing like that. But it's just fun and real. So I may talk about racism in the show. I may talk about what's going on in the White House. I may talk about what's going on in church. It's just diverse, the same way we're diverse as people.
Exactly.
That's why I said like the Christian comedian label doesn't bother me as long as that's not all I am to you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's just as long as that's not all I am.
As long as you don't just put you in the box.
Right.
Because you know you're not in the box. You can put whatever label, but it's not just that.
If I say I have an opinion on educational policy, and they're like, but you're a Christian comedian, then I have a problem. It's like, all right, cool. But it's just, I don't have an issue with it because it's who I am. When it's who you are, it's not a problem.
Yeah.
It's when what you do on stage is a business ploy that it becomes an issue for the artist.
Talk about that.
I mean, it's my comedy is who I am. So like when I get off the stage, it's just the same. It's just I structure things to say to them. That's all. Is it literally? I just decided on how I'm gonna say this like 30 minutes of things. Everything else is just me.
Yeah.
I mean, more energetic version of me because I'm on stage and like, people are looking. It's just weird for a group of people to be quiet and just listen to one person. As an adult, you don't get just people paid to come be quiet. You know how retarded that becomes? I'm gonna pay $15 to come and be quiet and listen to you.
Gotcha. Yeah.
But it's just me. Like,
yeah.
I can go to church and worship and then go to a cookout 30 minutes later and do the wobble. That's just what I feel like doing. It's fun. So it's not. I don't feel.
Oh snap.
I don't feel like I have to put on for anything.
Yeah.
Like
you just being you. You're being your authentic self.
I'm a Christian. I'm being my authentic self. So anything that happens in the show is not. I don't have to figure out how to be.
So you've had some pretty amazing things happen to you. Like I said before, you were on NBC's Last Comic Standing.
Yep.
And you've done Broadway with Take Dick. Like talk about that. That's crazy. You're shaving off those degrees of separation.
Yeah, I've been really blessed. People don't know I graduated with a theater degree. So I do stand up 9 months out of the year, then theater for the other 3 months.
Okay.
So yeah, I mean I've been on Last Comic Standing, I've done TV One. Yeah, just finished Keenan Scott Starts with Color Man with Tay Diggs and Jenny Parson. Congratulations on the baby. But I've just been really, really blessed and I work with some great people. I'm just blessed to work. That's the payoff of being a great artist if you get to work the next day. So,
yeah, great.
Yeah.
Now, as a Christian man, what are some of the challenges that you face as a Christian man? Speak to keeping the covenant of obedience and surrendering and things of that nature in the career field that you're in.
Yeah, I mean it can be difficult. I think the one important thing is it's really just the integrity part.
Yeah.
Honestly, the art is kind of itself. It speaks for itself. The integrity part is always most important. I mean, even connecting with other artists can be difficult, and making sure that you're not being influenced, but you're in a position of influence.
Yeah.
But it's just important to stay connected as a Christian. Stay connected with God, just to make sure that you're not getting in the rat race of just performing and not growing. Growing is always.
So what would you say is a tip? What's something that you do or say? Is it something that you know, affirmations, prayer? What is it that you do? Or what
I've heard the most hardcore rappers pray like, Lord, just let us have a great show. We bless your name, and then go out there and be like, I'm gonna shoot everybody in the club. So it's like saying a prayer before the performance doesn't change if the performance isn't rooted. So I think the most important thing for me is I appreciate the opportunity to turn on and work and make people laugh, but I also understand the importance of turning off. Like sometimes you just gotta turn off. And just cause you're singing in front of 10,000 people don't mean you're affecting 10,000 people. The platform doesn't make you great. It's having something to give them. So I think I always just am mindful of growing as a person. Like experiencing things, because then you have more to offer people. Not that deep, right?
My last question is always my favorite question. I call it my royal question.
Okay.
And that is, what is your royal ID? What I mean by that is, what was the name that you gave yourself or the world gave you, or that people called you before you came to Christ, before you realized your identity in Christ, your royal ID? So for me, for example, mine was rejected. And then after I saw Christ and after I came to Christ, I realized that my name was highly favored, full of purpose, high calling, which was why the rejection came in that sense. So what would you say was your name and what's the new name God gave you?
My ID was, I would say empty. So I think I spent so much time just trying to grab at different things and it just wasn't hitting for me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I think my new ID would just be full. That's all I want to be in my life. I just want to be full.